Hello, my little bees. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm so happy to be able to be here. There's a lot of things I want to talk to you about today. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to catch my breath. I was not going to do it. Hello, my little bees. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm so glad to be here and to be able to do a reading today because it is July the 7th, so 7/7. Some even will go to say 2, 2, and 3. That's 4 and 3, 7. So today would be a 7/7/7, which some consider to be an energy gate of sorts. Or energy door. So a day where the energies are strong and the communication with the universe is strong, and important day for meditating or thinking or getting synchronicity, stuff like that, like receiving intuition, words from your guides and angels. So I discovered that very recently. Every time I hear it, I'm kind of like, but who know, if it is true, let's take advantage of it, right? But I did notice, well, first of all, 7/7/7, and the number 7 is a number of perfection, so maybe we'll get a perfect message today. But I also read that today is a Tanabata holiday in Japan, and I hear that they write wishes on pieces of paper that they hang on trees. So, not only is it an energy gate, but also it's a holiday in a different country. And the idea of writing a wish, an extra wish this month, hey, let's just add it to the new moon. What do we got to lose, right? As long as we're writing wishes for, in positive manners and not to hurt anyone or take advantage of anyone, as long as we're sending out good energies out there for our own growth, I think might as well go for it. It's not going to hurt anyone. Also, today is the start of a new a guardian angel time, so happy birthday to the people born between July the 7th and the 11th. The name of your guardian angel is, I'm going to pronounce it Yeiayel. Yeiayel. It will be written down on the description. Pronounce it however you like it. He is your guardian angel. After all, you're communicating with him. This guardian angel is a regent of the Venusian energies of Yeiayel Saturn. Something to note that today is a Friday, so that duplicates the Venusian energy. Because Friday is a day of Venus, and it's also why I like to do love readings on Fridays, because the energy is supposed to be more focused on that. Speaking of, if you are listening to this message on a different day of a Friday, on a different year, on a different month, and a different location, it doesn't matter if you fell on this. There will be something for you to hear. It could be just in the beginning of the guidance. It could be about the Japanese celebration. It could be about having to make a wish today. It really could be about anything. It could be about a sound you're hearing outside, a synchronicity, a sign, something that makes you vibe, something that makes you feel, something that maybe even make you cry. There are times when it's difficult for me, for example, to come and do a reading, the energies are low, or, we are a small hive, and I'm a human being, and, I have my ups and downs just like everybody else. But sometimes this week I did hear a reading from a woman from Belgium that does lovely readings. I really like her way of reading the cards. And she was talking about something that really touched me and I really felt, I really resonated with, I had a few tears because, you know, she was saying that it was a three, pick a card, like between three different decks, to listen to, and not only did I like the decks that she was using, but within, there was a message within the guidance that she had, about keep on going with your project, and really focusing on the values that you had, the core value that you started the project with. So I really felt touched by this, because, you know, people around me would tell me, oh, why don't you do this, or you should do that, or you know, you should add this. And it's like I started this channel and doing these spread readings and these guidances with a certain idea. I was pushed in a certain way with certain values, and every time somebody tells me, you know, you should do it that way, or you should ask people to like, or, you know, whatever, about whatever other YouTubers may do, and I keep telling myself no, or hearing or feeling, no, I want to keep on doing the way I'm doing. This woman just confirmed my feelings on that. So that's what I'm talking about, like when you hear a message that really makes you feel, oh my God, I needed to hear that. Okay, so it doesn't need to be that you are listening to this message today for you to hear what you need to hear. Okay, now going back to Yeiayel. I hope I don't butcher his name. Look at me, I can't even, I'm sipping time. Excusez-moi. Okay, so this guardian angel is a regent of the Venusian energies of Yeiayel Saturn. It grants a sense of proportion, good and bad, in social relations. It encourages art and kindness. It is, without a doubt, the most human angel among the angel thrones. He directs his protégés through the five senses so that the individual can always act in accordance with cosmic law. That is to say that when the orientation is followed, all is well. Indeed, the traditional text tells us that this angel dominates and grants fortune and fame, which says a lot. For it is a real treasure that people speak well of you when it is so easy to speak ill of others. That is interesting. I will tell you why. This comes up here. The traditional text also speaks of success in business and happy and positive journeys. So this is a lovely guardian angel to have. Just know, I read in a previous one that should you guys need the guidance of the energies that this angel gives to his protégés during this time period of the 7 to the 11, you are welcome to pray to them as well. So if you want to have a translation of the prayer to this guardian angel, please don't hesitate to email me at onwithlouise@gmail.com. I will send you a copy of this prayer. Now, as some of you may know, if you're new, welcome. I like to do readings, kind of like I was thinking of a possible comedian. You know how comedians use what they go through in life to write their sketch, well, their skits. I am inspired by the outside element and outside energies and outside people around me, or inside people around me, to do my readings. And right now, one of our little bees is going through indecisions. She witnessed something in her personal life that shook her trust and the ideal she had within her home. So because today is Friday and I usually do a love reading, it's going to be a little serious today, still with hope. But the title of the spread is Can You Trust Them? So obviously I will have this beautiful bee in mind, but like I said, there could be a message for any one of you, and I know of at least 2 bees in our hive who are going through issues, but this one in particular may want to know, may need to know if she can trust her other. I was talking as I was reading about this thing. I want to read it again. It was it is a beauty. It is a real treasure to know whether we speak well of you when it's easy to speak ill of others. I was really feeling something about this comment here with this angel, because you know, when we have doubts about someone and we are afraid to approach them because we fear argument or deeper discussions, when we just want to be reassured. So that was interesting, that thing about always going for the worst, when sometimes we witness like a little bit of a bigger story and we make something entirely different from the information that we received, and we go for the worst, you know, right away, when sometimes trying to communicate is easier, but the fear of communication, you know what I mean. Anyways, based on that too, when I grabbed my tea today, the message was really because I've had this bee in my mind all day. So I was like, oh, well, that's interesting that I get this message today, because knowing that I was going to use it for the guidance. Today it says, personal growth lies within the unknown. To me, that says you don't have to know everything just to trust, right? Courage. When you don't know, you fear. So you need courage. Permits you to explore this space, your personal growth. So it's possible that what you don't know and what you fear is linked to your personal growth. And since she and I were talking about that yesterday, this feels like a reinforcement of that personal growth that's needed. Anyways, let's see what divine energy is going to accompany us through this guidance. S'il vous plaît, les anges. So I was saying again, we are going to do a reading with the idea of, can we trust them? Whoa, that's a lot of people. Oh wow. Okay. Now that's a trick to me, because I have not finished listening to the guidance. It's another lovely French lady I listen to, who uses angel with his reading, and she had Yeiayel coming out from a different deck too, a deck I had never seen before. So it's funny that this energy, and you will notice if you all listen to different channels or different guides, or talk with different people, or use tarot and oracles yourself, you will notice that the energies are so similar everywhere. But anyways, Yeiayel talks to us about divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. That also tells me, reminds me of something I just saw this week with the hermit. You know, we always feel like the hermit is, but we tend to feel alone. But we are carrying that light, and that means that we are guiding other people. So that feeling of loneliness sometimes make you feel like, you know, you like you have no meaning, you know, but you're a light for many other people. So that's something to keep in mind. But I'm not going to... Oh, okay, that jumped out. We have Lady Venus. Wow. Today, on a Friday, with the Venusian energies of Yeiayel. Downloads and understanding. Personal growth. Truth is being revealed. So no matter what, to me, you are going to find out, and sooner than later, about the doubts that you have. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Knowing that there was a dream that was involved, and some feelings. I find it quite amazing that there is those words about deep insights that are coming from heaven. But regardless, the truth is being revealed. So, and there will be understanding. So this is reassuring if we're ready to hear the truth. And another, I'm like, it's always, no, it's not always purple. So purple talks about the brow chakra and the third eye opening. So my little bee, it's very possible that you may be opening yourself to more divine energy and deeper stuff, and maybe that's why you're going through what you're going through right now. Divine order, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Wow, if that's not reiterating everything here. Shoot, I did read something. Was it this? Courage permits you to explore this space. Personal growth, the unknown. Oh, that's what I was feeling too when I saw this message earlier. The personal growth that lies within the unknown. Hopefully the cards will give us a message that will help us knowing whether we can trust the other or not. But based on what I'm getting here, I feel like we may get a very cloudy message, because there is a lot of finding out truth in time. The truth is being revealed. So it will come to you as you need to hear it. We have that unknown here that when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, is this going to be one of those days when the cards are going to be obscure? We'll see. Because right now we keep hearing like it's coming, the truth is coming, it's going to be revealed, but is it going to be revealed today? By the book. And we have the number 11. That makes me think of a family. I was talking about the hermit being the guide earlier. Look at how you have the bigger elephant guiding the smaller ones toward where they need to go. I have with the number 11, I do have the feeling of the couple, regardless. Some may say twin flames. I myself don't necessarily care for that saying. I'm not, and I find it childish. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. At the bottom of the deck we have come to the edge, so maybe this emotions you're going through right now are really bringing you at the edge of the cliff, like where you're like, oh my God, I'm so tired of it. But look though how lovely and how free and dancing she is, though, and with her being at the edge, like she's about to fall, there is still grace and wonderful movement to this, and how this could look like heartbreak, but it's also looking like petals of roses. So there is beauty in the possible pain. It's crazy. Is 36 your age? Okay, so buy the book. Buy the book. Follow. It's really telling me to follow the rules, follow this thing by the book. Is it the book that you wrote to yourself, the decision that you made? You are guiding other people. You are on a straight line. You are on a movement. Is it that there is going to be another move again? There is many people trusting in you, okay? We have the... like the checker thing with the black and white. That does make me feel also of how life, you have the ups and downs every day. The family is also looking like it's made of different nationalities or different personalities, or different background, maybe even, because we have different, it's very faint, but the elephants have different colors. And Spirit's face is on every one of these cards. There is a face on the blanket that's on this elephant here, but there is like a hidden face in the sand. It's possible that there is a hidden person in the story. Let's see what the booklet says about By the Book. I'm intrigued. 11. Again, there is that notion of belonging to each other with the number 11. Wow, it doesn't want to come out. Okay. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. I'm going to read the oracle message as well, not just the love, because I believe there is a love message. Yes, there is a relationship message. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thoughts, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that I know. These principles create a perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. This really confirmed what she and I were talking about yesterday. I like the release resistance and going with the flow. It seems to be the right course of action right now. In the relationship, getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of the environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. I would say to the way you want them to, but your connection will deepen as a result. Again, confirmation of the conversation we were having yesterday. There is a protection message, so I'm going to add that as well. Now is a time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Oh my God. I cannot believe how on it this is. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. Now, after reading this, I'm like, what the heck? We were just talking about, and wasn't I just telling you at the beginning that there is going to be obscurity in this reading? In the relationship, it was saying, play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform the way you want them to. That will deepen your connection. In the protection message, it tells you now is a time for real change, but in consciousness, as you are incited to revolt. You are incited to revolt. We talked about that. But revolt following in a smart way. We were talking about genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. So that reinforces the thing of doing what is going to seem the opposite of what you are used to. This is really going back with the conversation that this little bee and I were having yesterday. It isn't comfortable, but if you want to deepen the connection and develop the relationship, this is the way to go. Wow. You know what? There is a prosperity message as well. I thought it was something else. I thought it was like a reverse, which in the protection message, I think it's the reverse. If the card was reverse, but it was meant to be read, obviously. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. This is important. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you've called to, will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you are striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world. But impatience may tempt you to cut corner to get there more quickly. Again, be patient and follow your intuition. Stick with what you know works and you will attract abundance. With that by the book, there was a lot of the karma that was referred to. So what you've been giving is what's coming back to you. So at that level, we know that you at least are doing the right thing, and you are reminded to keep on doing that and keep on discretion. Okay, now let's see what the spread is going to give us. I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot because I haven't been able to use it this week very much because I had to do readings from different locations. So, s'il vous plaît les anges, les guides of this, our little bees to our little bee in particular, will you please let us know if we can trust them? Can you trust your other? It's, what jumped out? We have a transformation here, and we have a 7 of Pentacles that came out. The 7 of Pentacles is in this deck. You have this couple with a baby, waiting for the baby to be born and looking with expectation. In the traditional Tarot, the Seven of Pentacles is exactly that, in the sense that you are just waiting to basically reaping what you saw. Okay, you've planted some seeds and you can see them grow and you see the transformation. And with the Death card here, it looks like this was a good transformation. We have a Nine of Wands, which still shows some work ahead. Okay, can we stop spreading extra messages here, s'il vous plaît? We just want to get a nice shuffle and get to this reading. Okay, a little cut. Here we go. Let's see. We are going to find out their intention. Are they on your side? S'il vous plaît, les guides. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles. Yes, your other is on your side. He wants to be the provider. The King of Pentacles is the one that has he has it all together with his finances. He's taking care of the home. He is a provider. He's got his together. Okay, so he wants to be the father of the family. He wants to be the provider. And as a king, and as such a positive king, the answer is yes. They are on your side. So we are reassured there. The current outcome, if you change nothing about the situation, because you are wondering if you can trust them, right? So if you keep going with the course, what is the current outcome? The current outcome is beautiful. The Six of Cups is, look how nice it is. Is everyone exchanging cups, and we're being silly, we're having a good time. The Six of Cups in the traditional tarot is memories and being looking back at memories fondly. Okay, like when you could be a brother with a younger sibling, you know, teaching them or telling them about the past. It's reminiscing. That's what it is. In this one, I want to bring, you know, the idea of reminiscing on it, obviously. But look at how everybody's having a good time. Everybody's being silly. They are drinking together. She's being goofy, listening in the cup, kind of like, you know, listening in a shell. There is communication. There is good time, joy, and goofiness. So, and, you know, like your inner child and their inner child, and, you know, it's funny because it's next to the king, but if you change nothing to the current situation, it does look like there is a lot of people involved too, but in the home, it feels like there is joy, okay? I was trying to see if there is anything hidden in here, but no. Okay. First step you need to take in your favor. The first step you need to take in your favor. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. It's interesting. Okay, just so you know, the Nine of Pentacles is the card that's going towards the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is success in the home. It's a dream come true. It's a family home. It's no financial worry. Everybody happy in the home. The dog, you know, things like that. The Nine of Pentacles here, if you look at her, she's looking and she's got her mouth in the water. She's got the water is the notion of emotion. And what I want to say with this one is your first step you need to take in your favor is say nothing. As much as I would tell you, talk about what's making you upset or whatever, this card is telling me keep your emotions in check, and keep your mouth shut. Just look, observe, just like she's like, you just see the head of the mermaid outside of the water. It looks like she's looking at darkness, but look at the light falling on her. I was talking about you being the guide, carrying the light. She does have the light on her. That makes me think also of the download with understanding and you finding out the truth. If you say nothing, the truth will come to you. That's quite the interesting reading. I want the cards to be shown here. Here we go. Maybe I can just move it a little bit like this. Here we go. No, I have to leave that here. Okay. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles. Be quiet. That's not what I would say with another card, but this one is pretty clear in this deck. It's funny. I love how when I wanted to keep the Tower of the Mermaid for my daily readings when I have the chance to, so I was not going to use this one, and sure enough, I was thinking, oh fine, I'll use it because I was missing it, and it's telling me, it's giving us the messages we need to hear. They usually do. Merci les guides. The second step you need to take in your favor. The Four of Swords. Okay, so again, the Fourth Sword is the card of rest. It's interesting that it is a sword that's coming out as well, because this one is she almost she makes me think of Snow White. She looks like she's laying down and that she's waiting for her prince to come and wake her up. In the traditional Tarot, again, the Four of Swords, the individual is just laying down and resting from the battle. And this is, the sword also relates to too much to the thinking, to the mental work. This is advising you to take a rest from that. I love how there is all the animals around you, keeping an eye on you, keeping you safe. Maybe the bear, the rabbit, the dog, the wolf, maybe all those. One of those could be a animal totem of yours, or maybe you have one of those at home. I love that all these do talk about loyalty and someone and people that are faithful around you. The dog is when you have it in the Lenormand, or even in oracles, the dog usually talks about a loyal friend. The bear is somebody who's protective and could be a little overbearing and jealous, but still protective. The rabbit could be the children, but also the rabbit in the sign, like in French, in the French Chinese sign. That's funny how do you say that, but the rabbit is a cat, and it's funny how they kind of have that signification of, especially with the rabbit, of running, chasing two things at once. So we may have that feeling that someone could be doing that, but you have all these bears and wolves, and so I'm thinking of that loyalty to you with the animals around you here. So that also tells me that mental anguish you may have, give it a rest. See how it's all iced up. So put that to rest. Keep your mouth shut. Put your mental issues to rest. Your overthinking, and this is really going the opposite of what I would say without the cards. The cards are really advising for keeping giving a rest to these thoughts you may have, and rest yourself. Rest assured is what I feel like saying. The third step you need to take in your favor, s'il vous plaît, les guides, and les guides. The Empress. Okay, so be a mother. Look how beautiful this Empress is. See how she's resting. She has her her leg in the water, so she's still in connection with her emotions. We do not forget what we're going through, but she is she's the la maîtresse de maison. She's the merde, the oh bon sang, la maîtresse de maison. The home, she's the master of the home. You know, she's a nurturer. Look at how there is a star above her head, like there is hope. She brings hope, she brings love, she's nurturing. Look at the light that's around her. Like you're sitting in the middle of your oasis. So keep on sitting in the middle of your oasis. You have the loyalty you need to have in the home. You have the power you need to have in the home. You have the trust from other people in you in the home. Everybody in the home relies on you. The Empress is Mother Nature. She's a nurturing being. She's a loving being. So as long as you remain this beautiful Empress that you are, because you are the beautiful Empress. You are the Empress of your home. You have all this abundance coming if you stick to that. Keep your emotions in check. Be quiet. Look at the beautiful pentacles you have on top of your head. Rest your emotions. Freeze them as much as you can. And be the nurturing, loving being that you are. And keep in mind that you are the Emperor has not come out yet, but you are the Empress of the home. You are the Empress of the kingdom. You are more than the Queen. Okay, this is what the cards are telling you. I'm getting chills and wanting to cry just doing this reading. He wants to be your king. He doesn't feel like he is your equal as an emperor. Maybe that's where he wants to get at. But what was that position number 1 again? Their intention, they want to be your king. But they see you as the Empress. So they want to take care of you. But they don't see themselves as your equal yet. This is. But keep in mind that the Empress does not, and this is going to be cute in a way what I'm going to say, but the Empress does not have to tell her subject that she's the Empress. They already know. The Empress, like I said, is a nurture. She's the picture of Mother Nature. She's the picture of the Mother. She's the picture of Mother Mary. She's the one carrying you know, the children in her womb. She's a loving mother. So remain like that. This is the steps in your favor. Be quiet. Keep your thoughts still and frozen. Be the nurturing mother and Empress. I want to emphasize on that is that you are the Empress. You're not just a mere princess or a queen. You are an Empress. That's just, keep that in mind. Nobody is your equal. Okay? The best have come. The best, so if you make any change, okay, if you don't follow this, the best outcome possible if you make changes is the Ace of Swords. Okay, usually the Ace of Swords is, look at that, how we have the sword on the sword here. To me, this is the end. If you try to make any change at this moment, this will be the end of the joy that you know. The Ace of Swords is a new opportunity. But look how glacial this one looks. I'm not sure you want to have this new opportunity. And this looks very solitary. Let me see though, just out of curiosity. I'm going to keep the bottom of the deck after. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. That does mean that you are going through heartbreak right now. That does mean that there is mental anguish. Too bad I didn't see what the middle was. It's funny how I'm cutting to the Seven of Pentacles again. But that mental language that her breaks may just be a situation that's in your head. So keep on observing. Right now, the message is that you can trust them and you can keep on observing. And I'm terrified. I'm terrified, I tell you right now. I have that feeling of dread that, oh my God, I hope I'm not saying anything wrong. But this is what the cards are telling me. So let's see, out of curiosity, what the Ace of Swords is in the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, I hope I have the booklet close by. Usually it is any ace is a new something. Okay, so the Ace of Sword here. Resting deep on the ocean floor, once on the deck of the ship that was transporting it from faraway worlds lays a magical sword of knowledge. A snaking rope. Can you see that? A snaking rope. Where is it? Moves slowly and heavily with the motion of the waves, keeping the sword in place. All that knowledge and power is simply out in the open, waiting for someone to come and claim it. The irony is that this deep down in the ocean, no one cares. What good is this sword to the creatures of the sea? This relic teaches us that the value of all gifts in the eye of This relic teaches us that the value of all gifts is in the eye of the beholder. The sword might be the very thing you require, but then again, maybe its secrets don't interest you at all. Only you will know. Upright, the Ace of Swords brings with it a gift, secret or knowing that was invaluable to you before, as you were not in alignment with it. But now that you are and you can see the sword, will you pick it up? Is the offer even relevant anymore? Perhaps the sword offers you only the gift of insight, and we all know how helpful that is. I guess you won't know until you hold it in your hands. So that kind of goes back with the truth coming when it's time, when you need to hear it. But in the meantime, keep your life happy. Keep your life easy. Just keep those steps, because they are what will make your life beautiful at the moment. I wanted to pick... what are we going to pick that? As an advice? We've had plenty of advice. Let's get a different message, s'il vous plaît, from the Salt+Sea energy oracle. Whoa! We don't need this many, s'il vous plaît. Message, s'il vous plaît. Okay, what is in... Oh, two wanted to come. Okay, so we got the Flamingo, asking you to find balance and practice moderation. So don't overdo it. Whether don't overwork, don't overeat, don't overdrink, don't overthink. Practice moderation and find balance. The flamingo is also an animal that I do believe, do your research, but I'm pretty sure is one of those birds that has one mate for life. Letter in a bottle. Your message has been received, but also tells me your message will come out when the bottle has arrived to you. You will find out the truth whenever you will need. Don't drive yourself crazy with anything. Message from Mother Mary, of course, for her special little bee, and all the other bees, because message from Maman Marie is good for everyone. Whoa. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, message from Marie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lots of messages want to be said today. S'il vous plaît. Okay, let's go. Oh, there we go. Our Lady of Sacred Waters. I love this because I used watery cards today. I don't think she came out before. I don't remember seeing her. Our Lady of Sacred Waters. To cleanse oneself spiritually is to immerse oneself in a sanctuary of divine connection and sacred presence. This weakens the grip of our attachment to emotional pain and strengthens our ability to be emotionally authentic without becoming so overwhelmed by our suffering that we act out and betray our core values or disengage from our spiritual connection. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace. I hope you guys don't hear the music out there because I don't want to have to delete this video. This message is really confirming what has been said so far. I have to put little birds here if I can quickly to cover the background here because I'm almost done. And this is, the music I'm hearing is totally messing with my concentration. Here, let's put some birds. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna give you a healing angel card message. You know what? Maybe also here. I wanna get a little bee oracle card, s'il vous plaît. Thank you. Maman Marie. Message. Oopsie. Fallait le bee. Whoa. Two came out. Okay. Mind your own beeswax. Look at that. Just, yeah, it may be upsetting, but don't go crazy trying to dig too much. Treasure lies in the sweetest bud. That makes me think of the Empress here. I was going to pick a Guardian Angel card, but it seems to be too much work, s'il vous plaît. Oh, that just jumped out. Love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. I feel like in the end, you are and will be and will remain the Empress. Just trust in that. Even if there could be a little heartbreak, of course. But you are the Empress. Gratitude message. Well, that came out really quickly too. Have some grace. That comes out again. I think it was here. Grace is a sign of trust in a higher power. So trust the divine, trust your guides, trust your intuition, and trust your home. This is amazing how that word came out again. Was it here? Yes. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace. And the gratitude message for once doesn't even seem to have a gratitude message. It's funny. It's telling you to have some grace. So that just goes with still the notion of it is difficult, but keep the course. Keep quiet, keep observing, keep loving. That will keep you home. Okay, that was interesting. Like girl power today is again love. So I'm sending you love. I'm wishing you a beautiful weekend, and hopefully I can send you another message in the next couple of days. Much love. Bye bye.